People living here in this scatting court encampment in the city's west core say even though it's about to get much colder, they will not leave these tents to go to the Better Living Center, what they're calling the city's new prison-like housing facility.
I will not be dominated. I will not be intimidated by the police or the government. I'm not moving.
Encampment resident Domenico Sexita calls Alexandra Park home and says he is disgusted by the city's new Respite Center. Better Living Center was opened just a few days ago. The space can accommodate 100 people and is part of the city's winter plan, which will open up an additional 560 spots in the coming weeks for use between now and April. Those using the space will get a place to rest, meals, and the ability to access mental and physical health supports.
Rather than organizing to make sure park residents have what they need and that they can live safely and with dignity. Instead of that, the city has doubled down on its efforts to dominate and clear the land and control the people that have been living on it.
Plexiglass walls, no roof, no door, no privacy, a futuristic sci-fi horror prison-like cell.
We reached out to the city for comment. In regards to the design of the space, they say they've been working with Toronto Public Health and other infection control experts. Further adding, the city is using impermeable barriers between cots to provide an additional measure of protection. The barriers are not meant to provide privacy. Their purpose is to protect against COVID-19 transmission in an area that would typically be more open. Sexita says the center isn't a solution. He isn't convinced he can't contract COVID-19 in such close indoor quarters.
Better come up with some housing. I don't care what the government, which branch of government's got to do what you got to do. This country's got the money, find the money, build the housing and get it done.
While encampment residents say they feel safe out here, the city says Toronto Fire Services has responded to reports of at least 189 encampment fires this year. One person died. The calls have more than doubled since last year when there were 73 fire calls to encampments. Street nurse Kathy Crow says those who are homeless need to be made a priority.
They've stopped tracking homeless deaths this year. It took 6 weeks to get 2 lousy portable toilets at Moss Park. And ESN, the network that's here that's been doing so much wonderful work across the city, they know how hard it's been to get water, toilets, running water.
I have the right to stay and the right to choose. And I say again, and everybody in this park is my family, so don't touch them either.
Residents and homeless advocates have been building these winter sleeping pods because they say they feel safer sleeping out here than going to a respite center this coming winter. In Toronto, Maleeha Sheikh, City News.